Hello, welcome to Soulprint Intuitive Tarot. This is going to be for January 17th. Now, I am recording this early, so as I'm recording this, I don't know how the Iowa caucus turned out, although, it's safe to assume that Trump's going to walk away with whatever it is Trump's going to walk away with, because that's the energy that's out there right now. So let's take and goodness gracious, between now and then, who only knows what, for example, Judge Erdogan might, and, if his ruling comes down in terms of the kind of monetary settlement that he is going to put into place, or monetary penalty, that he's going to put into place with regards to the whole New York Trump Corporation family fraud case, etc. So there's lots and lots, that's going on. Sometimes it's almost scary to do these things a few days early, because you just never know what's going to happen before before it's released. But in any case, here we are, and we're going to do what we can do. So I'm going to take a Trump. I want you to know that while I was on holidays, I only actually thought of Trump once. And that was I think it was Mazatlan, but I could be wrong. There was a t-shirt that I saw. And I need to put this on pause because I need to get the picture of the t-shirt so I can share it with you. Hang on. I'm back. Okay. So I don't know how well you can see this, but I'm going to read it. It says Trump sandwich, white bread, full of bologna, with Russian dressing and a small pickle. Honest to God, that was the only time I thought of him. Thanks, hon. So I guess I'm going to think about him now. His energy is not very nice. He feels the walls, closing in on him, right? He feels the energy of things not going so well for him. I mean, one of the more recent things that's been going on is he's on and on now about how when he was pushing back against the results of the 2020 election, he was doing that as president. He was concerned, and it was his job to, make sure that elections were safe and secure. Why is he doing that? Well, because he needs to convince the world, or at least, I don't know, maybe some people, some judges, that in order for that immunity claim that he wants to work, he has to be doing it. What he had to be doing was as president, okay? Except that in the weeks and days and weeks and months after, when he was, taking all these things to court and he was arguing about this, that, and the other and fighting this, that, and the other, it was very clear that he was doing it as candidate Trump, because that was not something that the president should be doing. So he's really starting to feel the walls kind of coming in on him, because even though he has been able to go through his entire life saying, oh no, this is black. No, I told you it was blue. What on earth are you telling me it was black for? I told you it was blue. No, it's black. How many times do I have to tell you it's black? Get it? He's been allowed to get away with that. His whole 70, God knows whatever many years. It's not working now. And the reason it's not working is because he has come up against the American judicial system. It ain't perfect, people, but it's what you got, okay? So he's starting to feel the impact of that. But things are maybe not going to, he's not going to be able to get away with all of his extreme hyperbole, if you will. So let's dig down. Let's take a second here. and see what's going on with Trump and his energy as we go forward. I think what I'm going to do, we're sitting here at the beginning of January. Maybe let's look at, because right now, this whole immunity thing has slowing everything down because it needs to ultimately make its way to the Supreme Court. I am being told that as of right now, energetically, the Supreme Court, they're showing me this. Okay, so that's what I'm being shown. So I don't know whether, honestly, I don't know whether that means that they're not going to take it, right? So whatever the decision was before, which is going to be that he doesn't have that kind of immunity that he thinks he has, that decision will stand, or they're just going to flat say no to him. I don't know what it means, but as of right now, energetically, the Supreme Court is not looking to engage with that kind of nonsense, because that's what it is, right? I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, for goodness sakes, this lawyer standing there and saying, "Yeah, no, he can kill somebody. He can have his political opponents murdered." And like, unless he has actually been, the Senate has found him guilty as a result of an impeachment, there are no legal ramifications. Like, come on, give your head a shake. You don't live in Russia, or a multitude of other countries where that kind of nonsense is acceptable. I don't know what they were thinking, but let's see. Let's see how Trump is doing. Here we go. So, anyways, sorry, I got distracted. I think part of me is still has a little bit of vacation brain here. Okay, so what we're looking at is, let's take a look at Trump between now and the end of March. Okay, because that trial is supposed to be the one in Judge Chutkan's chambers, courtroom, is supposed to be starting at the beginning of March. So let's just see where we're at between now, what goes on between now and the end of March. Trump energy till the end of March. Trump energy till the end of March. Trump energy till the end of March. Okay, so we're starting with the Four of Swords. And it's followed by the Four of Cups. So what this is about the fact that he is going to feel like stymied at every turn. He is not going to be able to make the kinds of progress or forward movement that he wants. Whatever gets handed to him is going to displease him. Things are not going to unfold the way he wants them to. I also am energetically feeling like this is going to play a role in his own personal health or vitality. Ten of Cups. You're going to see that ultimately, the guardrails that he is so desperately trying to rip down are going to hold, and the American people are going to at least gain some reassurance or comfort from the fact that one crazy wannabe dictator can get slowed right down. He can get stopped in his tracks. So that's kind of what you have going on there. He is going to continue to push. Okay, so if anybody thinks that between now and the end of March, Trump is going to sit down and shut up, it's not going to happen. He's going to continue to be bombastic. He's going to continue to be in everybody's face. He's going to continue. And the more aggressive he becomes in many ways, the more disfavor he is going to incur. Now, I'm going to say that means incur with the courts. Hi, Atlas. Hi, baby boy. Do you want to say hi? Okay, hold on. There you go. Say hi. Okay, say bye. So he's going to continue to sort of be himself. But what I'm feeling is that, now listen, his base is his base. It doesn't matter what he does. He's doing the work of God as far as they're concerned. But people who were sort of, well, I don't like his attitude. I don't like what he says, but, I like his policies, that kind of energy. Even some of them are going to go from the I don't like it to, wow, we cannot have somebody who thinks like this, who speaks like this, who acts like this, representing the country. So he's going to continue to be in that place where his own greed, his own belief structure is going to continue. It's going to put him in a place where even things that he thought were solid are going to start feeling a little bit to him like he is not going to, it's not as solid as he thought it was. Also, because that's followed by the Ace of Pentacles, it feels like by the end of March, Atlas says hi if you can hear him marching. By the end of March, you're going to start hearing about money issues. Now, as it is, the Republican Party per se is having a horrendous time because they don't have the money to run campaigns. But it also feels like there's going to be more information coming out about his money. Whether that comes from something that Jack Smith is looking at, or just sort of investigative reporting, but it feels like there's going to be more stuff coming out about his finances and money, and whether, again, that's his campaign funds or his personal funds, I don't know, but there's going to be a lot of yatter about that too. He is going to spend some time like really, really pushing back, but you know what? It's not going to work for him. He's the stresses of what has been going on, how he behaves, what he's been doing is really, really starting to get to him. So here you have, I can't see, the 7, the 5 and the 7 of, I'm sorry. You have the 7 of Wands pushing back. You have the 5 of Swords, which is that really sort of, bullying. I'll take what I want and I don't care who I step on to get it. But you also have the 10 of Swords here. So this is that energy of, anxiety, worry, insomnia, not doing well. And oh Lord, here comes the Death card. Okay, so listen up. It looks like the next 3 months are going to be very stressful. He's going to try to be in everybody's faces as much as possible. I am getting, what I'm being told is that the March 4th date is going to be pushed back a little. But I'm getting like, I don't even have a calendar in front of me, so I don't know, but I'm getting like the 14th of March, somewhere around there. So it feels like it's only, it's like 10 days, 2 weeks, that kind of thing, where there could be a delay, but it feels as if that case is going to start. And it looks as if it's going to be a bit of a hard row for him. Health-wise, he's not doing well. There's going to be too much chatter, too much information coming out, and he's not going to be able to spin it fast enough. Now, this is the thing, right? His only interest is, media has said this is what's being released. Well, okay, so I'm going to put my spin on it. I'm going to tell my base what to think, what to believe, and what not to believe. And so there you have it. That's where his spin factor comes in. He is still not, at this point, figured out that he cannot win the election with only his base supporting him. And he, at this point, according to what I am seeing, has not been building alliances to help him win. What he has been doing is continuing to solidify that base. It's already baked in. They're already going to vote for him. They don't care. All right. It's as simple as that. As far as they're concerned, he is their hero. He is doing God's work. And there is nothing anybody is going to tell them that's going to change their opinion about that. But you still have the undecideds. And the more information that comes out, the harder it's going to be, not only for him, but honestly for other Republicans to continue to kind of spin and, make some sense out of, right? You're going to hear, as the weeks go by, what you're going to hear a lot of from Republicans is, "Oh, I didn't see that report. Oh, I haven't had a chance to look at that report. Oh, no comment." It's going to be a lot of that, and only those who are upsput are going to be out there defending him high perjury. Okay, that's what I know. So listen, it looks like between now and the end of March, you've got more of him being him, but you also have those restrictions, those structures holding, things moving into place that is really starting to make him feel like his freedoms are being curtailed. Once he gets into a federal court system, it's going to be very, very different than what went on in New York City. There are rules and regulations. He can't be doing press conferences right outside the door. There's all kinds of stuff that's really going to restrict him, and he's really, really going to feel the impact of that. Okay, that's what I know for now. Please put your questions in the comment section below, and we'll pull it all together for a Pendulum Friday, keeping our fingers crossed. Alrighty, thank you very, very, very much for being here. Until next time, take care and be well. Bye-bye.